Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. So today we are doing a Christmas build as it's only a few days till Christmas, so I thought we'd do at least one or two Christmas builds leading up to the big day itself. And I wanted to make one using the new holiday stuff, but it hadn't come out in time because they decided to release it a week before Christmas coming out. It's like the holidays for some people started on the first week of December, so we're really truly celebrating Christmas with The Sims just only a week before the anything, and too late for any other faith to celebrate holidays. So I wanted this build to look a bit like a little English cottage that was all covered in snow, which it won't be because it's Britain and it never snows at the right time. So we got a little cottagey feel. Tried to make it. They always have this classic image of a chocolate box type of house that's always perfect and all full of Christmassiness. So that's what I decided to do. I tried to limit myself as well to using seasons and the holiday stuff kind of only on the inside, just to keep all the festiveness. And I thought those two packs work really well together as well. So you can use all the fun tree decorating and making snow pals and all sorts of fun stuff like that. So we're going proper red brick with the little white shutters as well. I can use I don't think I do use the vampire bricks in the end. I can't remember. It looks like I have, so I'm using some vampire stuff as well. But I tried to make it look very, very much though it was in the countryside. And I remembered that I hate this lot with a passion because of trying to turn the camera around to the back is a nightmare. So mainly be building straight from the front and actually had nice use to use the toddler fence here because it was a perfect height for like a little cute quaint fence to go around the garden, and using some of the big bushy pine trees as well, and trying to fit it in with where it is in Windenburg, and using a little gate so you can get out the back. We actually turned that little opening into a driveway later, so we've got a nice snow covered car. Obviously I had to wait for it to snow as well just so I could build it. I think this is in the same save as the Grinch save, so I had already waited a while for it to snow. I actually got around to seeing the Grinch last Saturday. It was actually much better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd be like traumatized, the entire thing, but it was actually quite fun. It was quite funny, quite. I thought it was quite sad in parts as well, but that was probably just me having a moment. A stressful week at work, and this is like, oh, so sad, poor child Grinch. But it was a good festive film, and the last chance to see my friend before she goes and sees her family in America. So it was a nice festive experience. We haven't actually done that much festive stuff this year. At least this year I'd have to put up with silly customers in a shop trying to buy Christmas stuff, so that is good. I can actually have some time off at Christmas this year and actually chill. So in the interior, I kind of decided not to do the wallpaper until the very end because I literally had no idea how the colours and stuff of the furniture was going to be like. So I thought we'd add a proper big chimney in, and that would be the only part that I actually do the walls of down here. And downstairs is really simple. There's just a living room that you enter into as soon as you enter the house. And then off to the side, there's a kitchen, dining room, and a little utility bathroom as well. And upstairs, we have a family bathroom, we have an office, we have a bedroom, and then we have a master bedroom with an ensuite as well. So it's quite actually a spacious little place. And I was trying to use some like ornate doors and stuff. So we've got a few from Seasons. I think the other one's from Seasons as well. It's got a little pattern on, trying to tie it in with some of the more Germany style stuff and some classic festive theming, and obviously had to use the festive Christmas pack fireplace because it's got all the decoration on it, and we went for this nice brown and green because it was quite nice and plain. And then it was a case of going through and seeing how I could apply all the fun season stuff. So we got reindeer, we got snowmen outside. I think I put one of the winter Christmas trees as well, and I put a few door frame hangers over the top of the ones in the living room anyway, and then going around putting some garlands in. And we've got a few presents and stuff under the stairs because that space wasn't really utilized very well because of the space. So I thought it'd be a nice place to where they're storing all the presents until Christmas Day. And I put the decorate. I got one already decorated tree in the living room, and then I put one that you can decorate yourself in the kitchen area. So there's two different versions. And we're going for some very like wood colours in here as well. I put a few Christmas cards and Hanukkah cards and stuff up in the dining room. We've got some nice long curtains that annoy me a bit now looking back on it because they don't go all the way to the ground, but the windows are quite high. And I made sure to put in a lot of like winter related like artwork and stuff as well. We've got a few things by the fireplaces and they don't burn down either, so that is all good. We got the holiday table matched with the seasons chairs, and I put a load of crackers on the table as well because they're a fun bit. I didn't realise they've updated them a little bit from last year, and you can now get little sweets from them as well. I think last year we had like little toys that you could get out of them, which was quite fun. And I ended up with like 50 of the same thing, which was super annoying. I kind of like made a little shelf in my personal Let's Play house with like all the things on there. So we've got a little Christmas card table, we've got a little Hanukkah thing to light the candles, even though that was like 2 weeks ago now. And we've got our main Christmas tree in the living room. Kind of gone for quite neutral tones to go against the madness of Christmas, because you don't want to have like too much over the topness when you're matching with some Christmas decorations. So it gets quite plain furniture, quite a lot of wood as well, and using obviously the season stuff because it fits in really well with the Christmas stuff as well. It is, if you like your holidays and stuff, it's definitely a pack to get at Christmas. If you're buying your friend or getting the Sims as a gift as well, then that would be a fun one to get, especially if you haven't had seasons before in your game. So I used one of the wooden bookshelves in the living room and thought it would be a nice place to put the TV on at like a weird angle so you could still kind of see it. I haven't actually done that in a build before, which is something that I should remember to do, because I didn't want to put it on the fireplace because I was like, we need to keep it traditional, and it's a working fireplace, so they wouldn't be able to put the put the wiring down it, so it was like need to find a solution to put the TV somewhere, so it was nice to tuck it in and they can watch it as well, because I did a little bit of playing in this house afterwards. So the kitchen we're using, I think those are the base game ones or the vampire ones, I can't remember. I think they're the base game ones. We're going for a very traditional, like, cottagey little kitchen. We'll go for white in here with the parenthood top cabinet bits, and trying to fit them in around the windows as well to make it a little bit more interesting. I do like using these ones because they have the little shelves with the plates and the spices and stuff, so it always adds a little bit if you haven't got any of the extra like kitchen stuff. We've got a nice old cooker with a little ornate hood to go over the top as well, and then just fitting in a few little details here and there. Obviously you need a tea making machine because it's freezing outside, and the little plate rack for the drying rack fitted in really nicely next to the sink, so it's kind of made its own little unit there. And we've got a nice ornate little traditional pot and pan holder as well. I got to use a few of the older objects in this house because I thought it fitted in quite nicely. I think we just go for some parenthood tiles in here as well when we actually get around to doing the wallpaper and stuff, because I don't normally do the building before the wallpapering, so it's quite nice to have the freedom to choose what the colours were gonna be before, like trying to match them with the wallpaper and doing it the other way around. So that was quite fun. And I put in a few of the radiators about as well, where the room was a bit bigger and there wasn't a fireplace or anything, and we put in some more of the country looking stuff, and we got a little hat thing for going out into the back garden. I think I put a shoe rack there or something. And in the bathroom bit we have the ironing board and stuff like that, and we put the washing machine and stuff in there, so if you want to play with laundry, then there's some stuff in there. I think I put a few baskets here and there around the house, but didn't make it a big focus in this build. I also put some of the flagstones underneath the fireplaces as well, because you don't typically have a fireplace going straight onto the wooden floor, so I kind of tried to make it somewhat realistic, and adding a nice big gold mirror about. So I realised there wasn't too much decoration other than the garlands about, so we put in a few older bookshelves, and I think I've put just a Christmassy painting, getting some winter landscapes and a few older style things as well. And I moved the curtains up a bit, or I think I moved the curtains up. I don't think I gave up because I was like, they're not gonna fit properly, because they don't seem to fit properly on any window really. There's our little bathroom downstairs. So we got our washing machine. We got a few random varied styled appliances in there, sort of if they've updated it over a few years that they've been in there, and then making the hallway look as though it's structurally sound, because having a little bit of flooring above the stairs always annoys me, and then when you cut it out it looks like the part of the house is just floating above. So I was like, we need to put a pillar in there. So I'm going to work on the study if I can remember what it's called, and is a few of the old bookcases. We've got a corner of the the chimney as well, so had to work around that, but I imagine it get quite warm in there because you've got the heat of the fire coming through, the smoke. well, you wouldn't get the smoke. You had a problem if your chimney is leaking into your house. But we've got one desk that has a computer on it, another one that you can just do some writing and stuff. I always forget about the aquarium, so I was like, oh, we'll put one in just for fun. The fish can freeze because it's super cold, but it turns out to be nice, quite a spacious but full study. And I think I do that one green in the end, so it looks very like Victorian. I think I was having Victorianness on the brain after doing the street through time stuff. It is one of my favourite eras, so I do love designing in that style just for fun and using some fun wallpapers and making it look old. So this is the first bedroom, so it's either a guest bedroom or like an extra Sims bedroom, and this is the iced theme bedroom, so it's all white and light blue except for the dark wardrobe that's in there as well. You should have really changed that, but it's nice and icy, and we use some fun colors and use some of the more blues and whites as well in here, and making lots of snow and ice references. And I tried to theme this one differently, using the ice just to break it up from the more like traditional way of looking at Christmas. And obviously there's different styles that you can use, and so we went for a nice white one. It's got all your essentials in there. It's not got too much like personal stuff in there. It's got a few bits and bobs that someone's obviously staying in there, but you imagine it's more a guest room than anything. And that laundry basket would probably burn down, but we won't mention that. There's a radiator on the chimney as well, so that would probably melt. It'll keep you warm though. I wish they would work as actual radiators. So this is the master bedroom, and I think we go for an even whiter theme in here, so we're going very icy. And it's got a few different areas. I sectioned this bit off to be a little dressing area with one of the little room dividers, and made it into 2 different spaces just to change it up a bit. And I realised that I'd scaled up the clock way too big. And we're bringing in a lot of white, especially as the walls aren't painted at the moment as well. And then we've got some nice variants on the icy painting that came with this season's pack as well. It always has my favourite green leaf one that I always love to use everywhere, but obviously had to use the ice variants this time, but they're just as good, especially if you're building just in one colour as well. I think use the nice high back chair in here as well that I never get to use from the city living stuff. I thought that was a quite nice little classy touch in this bedroom, because this is the main bedroom, so I thought they'd be a little bit more classy and had a little bit more of their personality in here. And I was like, I have to use the fluffy rug in here, especially in the winter if you're looking out in the snow, putting your feet on some nice soft ground instead of some hard cold wooden floor. And just adding in, hit the laundry basket behind there as well, the little divider, so that was nice. It kind of kept everything a bit cleaner. Now we're going through with the wallpaper, so we've gone for a very light blue in there, and we went for a little bit of peach in that one, and then nice dark green, Christmassy green. I love using this like mauvey colour in the hallways at the moment. It's quite nice tone to match with the wood flooring as well, because you kind of pick out the reds in the wood, and it feels really nice and cozy as well. So I matched it with the downstairs to make all the hallway look the same, and then sort of matched it with these tiles as well, which brought in the brown. And I think they were like very similar tone. I was just making sure that there wasn't something that was closer matched that was a bit darker, but I think I got close enough, which is a great surprise in The Sims, because it's always always hard to match stuff. And then in here, I was just like, let's go full Christmas. Let's whip out some dark red wallpaper, and it looks so cozy in there. I would love to cozy up by the fire in that in that living room. It looks very, very nice. It doesn't look too dark either when you're going for like a dark red like that. So that was quite a nice colour to go with. Just adding a few bits out in the back garden. We've got one of the festive trees, we've got a little well, we've got a little seat by the trees, we've got a little planter that's covered up. I was just seeing if there was any more like winter activities. Obviously we couldn't add in the ice rink either. Then we're going to go around and put some lights in, because obviously it is winter, so you have to cover your house in a load of Christmas lights. We got new next door neighbours now, and they've gone like over the top with their Christmas lights and having a battle with the people down the close. So we kind of have a little bit of rivalry with the festive lights this year. And we're putting some of the snowflake lights, and I think I put some of the little parenthood ones on the windows as well, which is always fun to do, so you get them through the windows as well. So here are the screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the